Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Travis, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Hey, 18. Hey, here we go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Stop. Check curls.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Corey Littleton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check, 59. Stop your body.
From the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Jason Witten. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. 185. 59. You look like that. Something like that. Cross. Check that. General West. Hey, 734.
To throw his car. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for a net.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Jones. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Travis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Hey. 4 down. Watch in. Check 50. Mike's 42. Ran. Hey, Charlie.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trot, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Mike 58 right there. Tackles.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. So now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. On 1st down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
What now?
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carr now on 1st down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check, 42's the mark. Ricky.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Everyone got four down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
42's the mark.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking. Crash.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Alert. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got it. Ran. Get wall.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that right there, his 1st incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
On 2nd and 10, Carr, and that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike, express. 58 to Mike, 58, 58 to Mike. Silver. Hey, wahoo! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, watch it.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in a field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Kill. Lock in. Sit down. Alert. Check 43. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, watch the slant. Sponge. No. Alert 3. Kill. Alert.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Move. Mike 29. Let's go, D.
Here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. That's right.
Running is Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. You ain't Monday down. You got that right there.
Here's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check three. Alert flat.
To throw again. Carr. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Completes it to Jason Witten. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
To Jason Witten. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Carr to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Watch the whip. SOS. Shoot. Begin.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Rush in. Next 3. 218, chop it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 99. Check. Alert.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky, and Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Travis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet,
there you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw his car. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Play. Mike 42. All day, punt. Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Travis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Mike's 4-2. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming out.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Yeah, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry for Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now, Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, team six.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't got nothing.
Back to throw, Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Hey, alert.
Mike 29. It's going to be a long...
Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
All day, dog.
Alert. Bravo.
They'll try and throw for him with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, ball.
First down, a run with Cohen. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 18.
Point it to the mark. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
6-6. Pull it high.
I'm going to
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mike Monday, down. 180. I got you.